it started raining, she said, I don't mind. Got him dancing in a white sundress, couldn't even find one dry thread, my oh my. I didn't know what I was getting into. I wish the four-wheel drive was just two, cause a girl like her on a night like this make a man wanna stay right where he is. There's trouble in the way your green eyes are glowing, I'm holding on tight, praying and hoping this truck battery dies, so the road's too muddy to drive. Wanna stay right here all night if the good roads fill that creek.
Alright guys, so you know whenever we've worked in the Jackson's trucks in the past, he's got a new one, of course, regular cab, super sharp, honestly. It's low, he's got some fresh wheels and tires on here that he traded some forces for. So what's the goal, what's happening with this thing, what's done to it right now?
It's got stock injectors with S&S nozzles, stock CP3. I'm going to put Flux 100% in it. We're going to do an Extra G 14 mil pump. Then I'm going to do a 76, probably 89, 10. This has got a 72 on it right now. And we're going to put a built trans in it Monday.
And then we're going to bend the rods.
And then we're going to...
like the last engine?
We're going to send it, and if it bends in, we'll put rods in it.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say
Or when it bends
the trans is happening Monday. You've ordered injectors already.
Yep.
So all this stuff's coming along pretty quick. Whenever we got it, it had dual pumps. So basically, you bought this truck technically not really running, right?
Yeah, it wasn't running. The dual pumps is not a big fan. Took it back down to a single pump. Did some tuning, changed some tuning on it, and fixed.
Ran great.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. Having some knowledge about these trucks, and especially Jackson knows a lot about 410s. He's had a ton of them.
Oh my God.
So he came across the deal. It was a smoking deal for the truck, really, with all that was done to it, and he diagnosed what was wrong with it, and here we are. It runs really good, and it's got a good future ahead of it. We just got to try and have some fun with it for a while before the rods bend. But it'll definitely be in upcoming videos and stuff. Like whenever we go racing in the summers and whatnot, Jackson's always tagging along. So.
Oh, we're gonna send it. We're gonna send
and it's a regular cab. He's not racing a crew cab this time around. So, I mean, it's not light, but it's also lighter than what he's used to. So that helps. But you guys will see future clips of it and whatnot. Really sharp truck, and he's been doing some stuff to it here and there. Alright, so you guys saw Andy's truck start right there. It's almost out of fuel, so we're going to take it up to the gas station. We did break in, which is a very lightly used term, but engine break-in's done. We're going to go get some fuel in it, and hope it makes it there. I'm going to follow him in the blue truck just to make sure everything's good. But the turbo sounds really good. It's Duncan Fenley's latest S300. Luckily, the fuel station is literally maybe a half mile from the house. So we're out on the main road now. Seems to be running better. I can tell you, and Andy has already stated, he'll probably say it later in this video, just the way this thing's idling stuff and on the throttle blips and how responsive it is so much better injector and pump wise than what it used to be with the same. It had 12 mil and 100%. It now has a 12 mil and 120 something percent from Flux, and these injectors are so much more quality than the ones that were in it back in the day. So definitely very happy with how it's running so far, but just trying to get it to the fuel station right now. I know he's antsy to get on it, but Larson up at Firepunk did the tuning on it, so it's got the spice rode up and ready to go. Alright guys, so you could probably tell that the initial clips at the very beginning of the video were definitely from a little bit different time and setting. We got Andy's truck running tonight. Well, Andy got the truck running tonight. We got the trans filled, did some other small things. There's one fuel leak that we just had to tighten up a fitting. Filled it with coolant. We've already driven it around for how long? Probably, 30 plus minutes. So got some heat in it. He did a little break-in procedure. All seems well. Right now the only thing is Gavin overfilled the trans, so there's definitely some trans fluid leaking out of the bell housing. Hopefully once that goes down a little bit, we won't see that anymore. There's a couple small things. It blew a boot off, so gonna have to do something with that pipe or that boot. Really need a longer boot is the deal. Yeah, factory intercooler would definitely help. We got the truck wiped down. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so we got some Rain-X on the windshield, just some small stuff, but it is good to drive, it appears, since we've already put some miles on it. But
Did we tell them about the ECM ordeal?
Yeah, you want to elaborate on that? Stay somewhat close so they can hear.
We got the engine back in this truck. First fire went straight to max rail. Did some troubleshooting. It seemed that the FCA circuit out of the ECM was dead. So, I swapped, I don't even know what, two different rail sensors into it out of running trucks. Did the same thing. Swapped a bunch of FCAs into it. And then, put a pump on it. Got one ECM, which turned out to be bad altogether. And then I got the third one today. So the day that we're filming this, I got the third one. Plugged it in, and it still went to max rail. So we took the rail sensor out of that guy, put it in this, and it runs fine. So
The new third gen already saved the day, I guess. At least we know it works. But like he said, tried
all the way home.
three rail sensors that ended up being bad. So those are all going in the nearest pond, and we're gonna get a new rail sensor from Cummins and get that on there, and we should be good to go. But it was worth robbing it out of that one so we could see if that's all this was. And obviously, before we went into further hair pulling out ordeals, because it was about to drive Andy crazy. Had some really bad luck with this thing, and it ran well tonight, obviously minus it blowing the boot off, but it sounds really, really good, and it seems to be driving well. So he's going to drive it to work tomorrow, and just get some more miles put on it, obviously. There's some small stuff he wants to take care of, and that needs to be done, obviously, with the little crankcase vent on the valve cover and stuff like that. Get some tubes on there, and all the last little 5% stuff that you don't think about until you drive it for a couple days. So, and it kind of feels like it's sprinkling, or I don't know what I'm hearing. Oh, no, it's the hose. But, got it all wiped down, looks good. We're going to wrap this one up, and since I've got some clips from before, it should be enough to make a video. So, I'll probably let this one go, and then you guys will see the VE tow pig video. Yeah, we've been real busy, and it's going to only get worse, so we're going to try and upload whenever we can. We are sorry in advance. We will be missing here and there, so please bear with me on finishing the whole VE series. We're going to do it. We just got a lot of stuff going on right now that we're trying to take care of. So, third gen's alive. That's the good part. So, until next time, I will see you guys on the Old School Crew. Peace out.